Hey, what up guys? We're doing something a little bit different here. We're going to be opening up a blaster box of Stranger Things trading cards. This is done by a company called Zerocool along with Netflix. And Zerocool is actually part of Fanatics. So they're taking the reins over from Topps. Topps did release a set as well a while back. But the end of 2022, Netflix and Zerocool came out with this set. And it's featuring artist Butcher Billy. And Butcher Billy, I believe, created some posters for the series, and then he also has exclusive artwork that he did for these cards. So we're gonna open this up, check it out, and talk about kind of the series and see what we get. All right, so let's open this up. All right, so you get 4 packs here, and you can get parallels of the posters. You can get parallels of the character portraits, and then there's also a chance to get autographed cards by Butcher Billy himself. So here's the packs. We're gonna open them up, put anything good in the back, but let's get down to opening. And so I think Stranger Things, they kind of got into an issue where they created and developed a lot of good characters, and so this latest, I mean not latest, well yeah, the latest series, I feel like they're doing, multiple stories where they're all kind of disjointed from each other. So, all right, so we have the first lenticular here, and this is of, let's see if we'll show, this is of Eddie. And so, like I said, they developed so many good characters. Even Eddie was a great character, and I really liked him, and unfortunately his end was met in the same series. But yeah, here's Eddie, so that's cool. Got a little lenticular of him, all holographic, and it's all the holographics are the same in terms of like the upside down coming up. So yeah, you can see that, him playing his guitar. So here is a poster, and this will be done by Butcher himself, and so he has a quote on all of these. So this is music, blah blah blah. Corona Coffin was never given a chance to shine. At least in his original lineup, the audience is left wondering what would have been like to be among the 5 drunks who used to attend the hideout on Tuesdays. This piece tries to imagine what it'd be like, would have been like. So this is a quote from him. And as you see, this is Eddie himself, so that's pretty cool. It's him playing. And then you got the guys, his bandmates in the background. So that's pretty cool. So here's an example of the character portrait. This is of Will. Yeah, I feel like Will took kind of like a sidestep in this series in this one. He was just playing the sad best friend of Mike. And so, yeah, like I said, so many characters, so little screen time, and they're trying to get the story to move along. They all could have had their own, I guess, series themselves, the way that they did it. All right, we have Mrs. Wheeler. Interesting that she got a card. But yeah, you got Mrs. Wheeler. This one I don't think has any parallels. So we have Mike as well. He is kind of like the guy, the main dude. Then we have another poster here. So this is of the Upside Down and is of Eddie again. So we're featuring Eddie on a lot of these posters, the piggyback. Didn't want my artwork to ruin any moment from the series for the audience, so I approached important milestones in the storyline with caution. This was a minute of silence for Eddie. Actually, quite the contrary. It was a minute of music. So you have, quotes from Butcher himself. Papa. So yeah, that was like a whole nother. I feel like there's 3 main arcs. The 11 arc. I guess you can say the Eddie arc with everyone else in town, and then there was the Hopper arc with Joyce. So lots going on in this series. And then we have the massacre at Hawkins Labs. So yeah, no parallels in this one. But yeah, that's pretty much how this is going to go. There's going to be some movie posters, some character portraits, hopefully some parallels, and then 1 lenticular. So let's open up this next pack. But yeah, this artwork is pretty awesome. I personally think, it's a lot of fun to open up these and to see what the artist can provide. So we have, I think is that Robin? But we'll go from the back. Vecna's Curse, pretty cool, I guess, antagonist for sure. We have, what is this? The Monster and the Superhero, little poster here. Dear Billy, yeah, this is the reconciliation of Max and Billy. We have Lucas here, kind of played like an interesting role of being like the double agent, I guess, with some of the jocks in the school. You can barely see this card. This is Vecna, but it's so dark, and there's not much detail in that, actually. Then we have, Erica actually played a pretty big role, too. So, yeah, you have all these characters that are playing big roles, and, like, not enough screen time to, for everyone to see. So, okay, so here is the parallel. It's going to be a movie poster, so, yeah, I definitely like that. So this one is, do you flee Vecna and his cultists, or do you stand your ground and fight? So that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. It's Hail Lord Vecna. And this is, yeah, this was Robin, by the way. That's what I thought. It just didn't really look like her. But yeah, this is the first parallel. Hail Lord Vecna, Hawkins High School. And yeah, pretty cool to get this. Vecna was an unexpected addition to the lore of Stranger Things, and by the end of the first episode, way before we get to know the whole story, he already entered his place in the pantheon of horror villains. Decided to give him a proper highlight in a classic 80s horror movie poster without forgetting his RPG roots. So yeah, that is the first parallel here. Hail Lord Vecna. All right, so we got our parallel. Hopefully there'll be another one or something else, but cool to get a poster and then also it in the parallel form. All right, so we have a lenticular of Lucas. These are really hard to show, but I think they're pretty cool. You get one per pack. We have, again, this is music. Pull from the back. This is the non-parallel version of Hail Lord Vecna. The Hellfire Club, yes. We'll just pull from here because the camera focusing. We have Nancy. All right, Nancy with the portrait. It's hard to see her. This one's kind of faded out, not really centered, but hey, Nancy, got to get her. I think my favorite characters are Dustin and Steve. Steve has had such good character progression. Murray was actually really good too, his storyline. Man, yeah, so like I said, so many good characters. Max had a pretty pivotal role, obviously. And then we have, okay, so now we have the parallel. So here we go. So it's going to be this, oh, this one's orange. I'm not sure if this is a better parallel, but what holds this party together? The heart. Okay, this one's pretty cool. So this is like everyone in their D&D outfits, fitted what people would think D&D wise, what they would look like. We only see Will's painting for a few seconds, but it certainly is an important part of such a huge moment for Will in the series. It's a symbol of everything that Will has been going through emotionally and that we didn't see. His artwork is not just a cool image, but also full meaning, and that's what I tried to enhance in my version. So he did, Will like had a picture or painting that he wanted to give to Mike for the longest time, and so this is kind of I guess Butcher, Billy, and him like really, I guess, enhancing that. So that's pretty cool. This is a cool card. I'm glad to get this one. Yeah, you have like the dragons up here, and you have, you know, all of the main characters and like what they would play in Dungeons and Dragons. So pretty neat. The heart. That is both. These are the one on the right is out of 199. The one on the left is out of 250. All right, last pack here. I don't think there's gonna be last pack mojo. I don't think I've seen anyone pull more than 2 parallels. I saw one guy pull 2 parallels and an autograph, so that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be one in here, so here we go. We have, all right, Dustin in the lenticular, one of my favorite characters for sure. We also have 11, finally got an 11 card, base card. If I can get a hopper, that'd be pretty sweet. Steve, the second guy who I wanted to get. Yep, I'm happy to get Steve as well. These are all a little off center. Joyce, yeah, Joyce and Hopper, they went on their whole side quest mission. It was really weird. Eddie, all right. The bald eagle, yep. And then, oh, the bait. So this is the one that's on the box, actually, the bait. So it'd be cool to get a parallel on this, but I'm happy to get a base version of it because I think that's really cool poster art. And then this is the heart, but then not in parallel form. Pretty cool little series here. Obviously, the best cards are the 2 parallels. We have Hail Lord Vecna. Pretty cool. He looks pretty sinister there. Taking over Hawkins High School. And then we have this cool one, the heart. I'm a real big fan of this one. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it for this. Yeah, no autographs. Those are like out of 11, so I think they're pretty difficult to hit. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Keep chasing. Looking forward to the last and final season. And I'll see you in the next one.